Alright, so welcome along to the following instalment of the Daihatsu Hijet camper conversion on my YouTube camper conversion channel. Today's job is going to be fitting a skylight into the roof. I've already marked up the area on the roof. It's a 28cm cut that's going to be required. It's a 30cm skylight. The overlap makes it the 30cm. But marking up wise, you want to be making a 28cm square, making sure it's 28cm all the way around. It's a full true square 28cm. You haven't got it lopsided whilst drawing or anything like that. That's the main thing. The next step, now it's actually drawn out, is just going to be drilling a couple of pilot holes in each corner. Then I'm going to be using a jigsaw with a fine metal tooth blade on that, just cutting straight through. And on the underside I've just insulated the roof as well, so I'm going to be piercing straight through that so I can get a clean cut all the way around. Then I'm going to be drawing round on the headlining so I can again get a nice clean cut on the headlining. After that then it's just going to be a case of using some Mastic Sealant going around the actual hole and make sure it's watertight. On top of the mastic I'll also be applying some Sikaflex, again just to be sure. I don't want any leaks in this at all, so I'm going to be overproofing it more than anything else, because it's always going to be better safe than sorry. So as I say, the first step now, it's just going to be a case of drilling a few pilot holes, getting the jigsaw out and making that cut. Right, so I've just made the markings for where the headlining is going to be going up against the holes on the markings for the actual skylight. So now I can mark these up, make sure these are actually 28 as well, and then once they're cut I'll be able to secure the skylight and the headlining at the same time. The headlining is going to be mainly secured using the skylight and just a couple of little clips here and there as well. But because the skylight's going centrally and that's going to be supporting the entire ply frame, I say that itself is going to be the main support for both the headlining and for securing the actual skylight itself. So now the holes are drilled and cut, I've got the headlining marked. Now it's just a case of getting the jigsaw out and start cutting. Yeah, so there's the hole in the headliner cut out. So obviously this still needs carpeting, but at least it's there so I can actually secure the headlining just in place when I cut the hole for the skylight. Right, so there's the hole cut in the roof now. It's gone through nice, straight and easy. I've already done the test fit with the actual lid itself as well, and the skylight just slots straight in with plenty of actual spare metal underneath. So that's where all the mastic's going to be getting laid down, and then it's going to be getting Sikaflexed over that. And then it's just going to be having some weight applied to the top just to make sure that it's a nice flat solid seal going all the way around it. But yeah, I'm quite happy and pleased with how that's going so far. As I say, it doesn't really take long to do the skylights. It's just more a case of being comfortable cutting holes in your van, that's all. So next, take this back out, get some mastic stuck all the way around the outside, treat where I've cut the paint. I've got some hammerite paint, so I'll just dab some of that all the way around. Mastic, Sikaflex, and then get it stuck in. Right, so just picking up on the final part of the video now. As I say, the Skylight's been in overnight. We've had a really heavy downpour, and the actual Skylight itself, as you can see, the ply is 100% dry going all the way around the Skylight. I did have it covered over just slightly with a bit of ply over the top, but that was just more for weighing it down. If there was going to be any water getting in, it could have still got in if there were any gaps, but as I say, the ply itself's 100% dry, and I've just taken this back off as well, just to have a look as well, and all the insulation's now still bone dry as well. So it goes to show I managed to get a really good seal. But as I say, that's the most important thing whenever you are actually cutting holes in a roof. You have to make sure that you get a good seal, because water just likes to find a way in if it can. So as I say, that is my Skylight now all installed, all dry, all sealed up, all fitted on the inside as well. As I say, the other thing I need to do now is carpet my headlining, but Skylight wise, as I say, that is how I have fully installed my 28cm Skylight into the roof of my little Daihatsu micro campervan. I say it's made a hell of a difference. It's just brightened up the actual ceiling of the camper as well, so it should look really nice once it's all carpeted on the headlining with the lights and stuff in as well. So I hope you found that video useful. If you are undertaking anything similar, as I say, it's not really a tough job to fit a Skylight. It can be done in an hour or so. You just need to be confident enough to be able to cut holes into your van, making sure you measure 3, 4, 5 times before drilling and cutting, because the worst thing you can do is start cutting into the metal of the roof, then realise that you've done a miscalculation and you're having big gaps in your roof that you're then having to patch up or anything like that. So measure more than twice before you cut in once. I say measure 3, 4, 5 times just to be sure, especially when it's coming to cutting holes in the roof. You just need to be sure that when you are cutting it in, it's going to be right first time. As you can see, it's made a nice change, just popped it up there just to show it as well. As you can see, it's a nice seal going all the way around, and this is both Mastic and Sikaflex, so there should be no worries about any sort of water or leakage getting in there at all. This will all probably be getting painted over as well when I do paint the roof. But yep, there we go. There is my Skylight fully fitted in my Daihatsu Hijet micro campervan. Right, so there's the Skylight fully finished and installed now. I've just finished making new headlining and I've just finished carpeting that and got that in place. So now that's in place, I've been able to get the Skylight surround back into its full final position. It's all secured and secured up into the Skylight, so that's not going anywhere. It's a nice neat flush finish going all the way around, as you can see. No gaps or anything, so as I say, that's really tight, and it's pushing up against the jab light insulation that's on the roof as well. So that's how I've fitted my Skylight in my little Daihatsu Hijet campervan. Hope you found this video useful. As I say, if you did, do give it that old thumbs up, and if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button. Have a look at my channel as well. There's loads of videos on there on this conversion as well as my VW T4. So have a look at my channel, thumbs up, hit subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you on the next video. Thanks for watching. Cheers.